Yo guys, welcome to a brand new episode of the Babblemouth Podcast, brought to you by ImNexusss, the host with the most. It's your boy ImNexusss here. Hope you guys have had a good weekend, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it may be. Hope your dog is healthy. Hope everyone is healthy on the world in these current times. Welcome to the Babblemouth Podcast, episode 13 of the Babblemouth Podcast. And I'm your host, ImNexusss. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And this episode was supposed to be out already, and I do apologize for the massive delay on it. I don't know how long this one's going to be. Will probably be one of the shorter episodes, just because I still to this day, and this is the reason why I haven't been making these episodes, is because it's like I don't know what to talk about anymore, because doing a podcast by yourself is extremely difficult if you didn't know. When you're not getting like feedback and shit from a lot of people, it's hard to make episodes of the podcast. But hold on, let me see something. I do have a couple things we can talk about, so we're good there. Anyway, but yeah, there's a couple things we can talk about. First of all, let's talk about Logitech headsets. Fuck, I'm glad I actually brought this up, because I need to get a new cord for my G4 33s, because my G5 33s are broken. At least the wireless adapter is on them, which fucking tragedy. I mean, I can try it again. I can see if it'll work. I haven't tried it in a while. It's been a couple weeks since I tried it, but one day I was moving my my mic arm because I was gonna start streaming, and then I think I was actually doing the podcast. Actually, I was about to do a podcast, and I fucking smacked the arm right into it. And hold on. This fucking guy. Anyway, but I was moving the monitor, not the monitor arm. I was moving the mic arm to so I can take the mic off and then start filming a podcast. Because you guys don't know, I filmed the podcast in my closet, and I just hold on to my mic. And so I was moving it one day, and I have the wireless receiver thing in the front of the PC on one of the front ports, and I smacked right into it, and it like bent it, and it kind of busted out of like the casing a little bit, and then I put it back, and the headset still works, but last time I tried to use it, it completely, like, the audio just completely cut off. So I don't know. I haven't tried it in a couple of days. A couple of weeks, and I can try it again. But my G4 33s, the cable is starting to do the same thing, where if it's not angled out a certain way, it'll just stop working. So I need to get a new one of those, and then this headset will be perfectly fine. I don't have the mic for these. I don't even know what happened to the headset mic for these, but yeah. Anyway, first topic of the day. So basically, if you guys don't know, Koolme, one of my very good friends, he's a cutie. If you haven't checked him out, go on his Twitch. He hasn't streamed in a while, but word on the street is he's coming back here shortly, probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know 100% on that. So don't ask me, all right? Because I don't fucking know, okay? I know about as much as anybody else, okay? Well, I mean, I could get more information than a lot of people, but, you know, when he wants to come back, he'll come back. He'll come back when he fucking feels like it, okay, motherfuckers? And that's just that. Like I said, I don't know how long this podcast is going to be, but we're just going to go into the few little topics that I have, because there are some big ones. So this podcast might be fucking 15, 20 minutes. We'll see. But anyway, so basically, like I was saying, Koolme is a cutie. He has a graphics card. If you guys didn't know, we're going to re-fucking hash some past fucking traumas for myself. If you guys didn't know, recently, within I think it was a month and a half ago, I think it was. I think it was been about a month. At least a month and a half or something. I used to have a pretty fucking I used to have a really strong PC. It was a NVIDIA 2070 an RTX 2070 graphics card, 8 gigs, boosted. It was boost clock, so that's cool. A Ryzen 7 2700X, 8 cores, overclocked. I used to have an M.2, the 970 Evo. It was only a 250 gig, but god damn was it fast. If you haven't had an SSD, get an SSD. Not an SSD. If you haven't had an M.2 PVMe in your fucking PC and you can support one, definitely get one. They are worth every single penny if you're a gamer. Because here's the thing about M.2s, if you didn't know. So there's an SSD and there's M.2, and they both have a certain write and down. They have a certain like speed in which they can like just. We'll keep this in basic English so that everyone understands. Basically, SSDs have a certain write speed, and a M.2 has a certain write speed. If let me rephrase. SSD can load a file at a certain speed, and M.2 can load a file at a certain speed. So let's say, for example, a game that, let's say Skyrim, since Skyrim is a massive game, even though on PC it's kind of doesn't really matter. Let's say Tarkov. Tarkov is probably one of the biggest like changes where this actually is massive. And we're gonna also let's also compare a regular mechanical hard drive as well. So mechanical hard drives, their read and write speeds are about, I don't even know actually. It's not very fast. The slowest of the bunch. And SSDs is usually around 500. And then the M.2s is like 3,500. So you see where I'm going here. How an M.2 PVMe, though, you have to get the certain one. Because there's M.2 SSDs, but there's M.2's PVMEs. Those are the ones that are really fast. They're like the newer style, I believe. And everything I'm saying, if it's wrong, I do apologize. I mean, I don't really research parts when I get them. I just know that these are the best of the best. I usually go for the best of the best in terms of certain things. I mean, in terms of GPUs, they're usually way too expensive to actually just get, because I don't like to save money. I like to buy it and then be done with it. I don't like to save up for a couple months and then get something, because I'll be too tempted, because I'm really bad with money. If you can't tell, haha. I don't know if I've said this in the podcast yet, actually, that I paid off the debt collector, so I don't have to pay off a debt collector anymore. I don't know if I've said that yet in the podcast. But yeah, I have paid off the debt collector. Debt 1 of 4 is paid off. Debt 2 is going to be a firm. They're almost done. Debt 3 is my credit card. They're not even close. They're actually negative in my bank account, which is interesting, but it is what it is. They're negative. And the fourth one is the $1,000 loan that I have to pay off as well. And we're going to be working on that here shortly. Starting not this next check, but on the check after that, we're going to be starting to pay off the $1,000 loan and the credit card. We're going to be paying off at the same time, and hopefully we can get a firm gone here in the next 2 checks. That would be nice. Not this next one. We're not going to do anything with it on the next one, but the check after, we're going to be doing something with a firm. I think I have 2 more payments left on it. Because I paid off the September payment, because for some reason the September payment was only 5 fucking cents, and I paid that one off previous on the one I just did recently on the Affirm. So I just have to do 2 more payments at $59.70, and then we're done with it. So yeah, but anyway, back to Koolme. So basically, if you guys didn't know, I sold my GPU, my CPU, and my M.2 so I could pay part of the debt collector debt, and I did that. If you guys want to hear the full story, you're gonna have to go to episode, I think it's episode 1 of the podcast where I talk about this in greater detail. If you guys want to hear the full story, definitely go to episode 1, check it out. Go check it out, Babblmouth Podcast. Anyway, so yeah, Koolme, so basically I sold those things, and I haven't had a GPU for a long time. It's been about a month, and if you guys didn't know, GPUs are very fucking important for a computer. I mean, you can run off a motherboard integrated if you have like a CPU that has integrated graphics on it. That's what I'm running right now, is a Ryzen 5 3400G, overclocked, by the way, to 4.0. That's what I'm overclocking. Only reason I'm not doing the full 4.2, I think it is, that you can go up. It might be 4.3. But the reason I'm not doing the full overclock is because the cooler that the CPU comes with isn't necessarily it's not a very strong CPU, so it's not a very strong cooler, so I don't want to overclock it too much, and then the computer's just going to fucking freeze, and then, what's the point? But yeah. So basically, I was talking to Koolme today. Me and him made a deal, because he still has one of his old graphics cards, the 1066 gig SSC. If you guys didn't know, that means super clocked. I forgot what the second S is, or the first S. I think it's like super something, it's like super fucking, I know it's super clocked. And then, let me see. EVGA, 1066 gig. I don't know what all the S's mean. We're going to find out. I guess not. Go back. Here we go. What does the S's mean? I don't remember. I don't think the box is fucking gonna tell me. I don't remember. But it basically means super clocked. I don't remember the full fucking name of it, but it's the fastest 1060 model out there. 1060. I'm not saying 1060, I'm not saying 1660. It's the fastest 1060. Just 1060. Because obviously there's faster fucking graphics cards that have a 6 in it. Like the 1660 and the 1660 like Super, I think there is. Or the 1660 Ti or whatever the fuck. But he has a 1666 gig card, the super clocked version. The best one on the market. Currently being sold on Amazon at least for about $489. Because the fucking GPU prices are inflated out the fucking ass right now. And that's pretty much for all graphics cards. But I'm surprised that the last gen graphics cards are being sold for that much. Because they can tell you right now, they aren't worth that much. They shouldn't be $489. A 1050 Ti should be like $149 retail. That's it. But they're being sold on like Newegg for like $400. A 1050 Ti, a 4 gig card that has like a fucking 1585 megahertz base clock speed is fucking 400. Like, why? What the fuck? That 400 and whatever dollars it is for a 1050 Ti, that's half a fucking payment for a 3080. The best gaming graphics card on the market right now. And I only say it's the best because the 3090 is not fucking, like, it's not realistic in terms of price and the amount of power you need to fucking use a 3090. Because if you didn't know, guys, you need a really fucking strong power supply to run a 3090. Like, it's like minimum like 1,000 watts. I think it might be even more. Because I think I watched the Linus Tech Tip video about it. I like watching tech videos, bro. That's just what I do, alright? I don't give a fuck. But basically, he was saying that you need like 2 GPUs. Not 2 GPUs, like 2 power supplies worth of power. Because this thing fucking, boom, it rips every fucking little piece of power it can eat. It's pretty nutty. Nutty buddy. But, yeah. So basically, we made a deal. I bought his 1066 off of him for $220. He's going to let me do payments on it. I'm doing $110 this Thursday, and then I'm doing the other whatever amount after that comes out to on whatever fucking the next check day is. I don't know. 2 weeks from Thursday. So, and then we'll pay it off, and then yeah. And then yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I love this guy. He told me that eventually to pay him off as well, I can suck his cock, and I'm like, all right, that's fair enough, honestly. I mean, for this graphics card, yeah, I'll suck you off. I'll suck you off, bruh. Anyway, that is a complete joke, by the way. I am not gay. Koolme is also not gay, so that's a joke for anyone who's a fucking asshole. Just know, it is a joke. But, yeah. But I am, if you guys don't know, Halloween season is coming up. I know this Saturday is Halloween. I have to work on Halloween, where I don't fucking care because I don't fucking trick-or-treat or anything anymore, so it literally means zero to me. But yeah. So it's coming up. I am streaming Outlast tonight. That's pretty cool, I guess. And, but yeah. I mean, like I said, guys, I don't know what to talk about for these podcasts. That's why this one's not going to be very long. All I can say is that the next episode is going to be about The Mandalorian Season 2. So that episode will probably be out on the 31st. That episode might come out on Halloween or sometime in November 1st, November 2nd, some point. I don't know 100%, but at some point, those will come out. I promise you that. But yeah, the next episode will be about The Mandalorian Season 2, and hopefully I'll be more prepared. But as for that, I just really wanted to talk about a quick little update about what's going on with the podcast and my little GPU situation that we got figured out. And I guess another thing we can talk about real quick is I was going to do a pre-build. I guess not really a pre-build, but I was going to build a PC through Newegg, and then they obviously would build it. It's not technically, it's not a pre-build, but I guess you can look at it that way. Basically, I would pick a case and then build the parts to it, and then I was gonna do payments on it through a firm. But I decided today that I'm just going to keep this PC that I have and just rebuild what I lost. We'll just get back to that point. Because there's really not that many parts. I only lost a GPU, a CPU, and then M.2. That's literally all I lost. And there's some things I want to change on this PC, like get rid of the mechanical hard drive. And then I might even keep the mechanical hard drives, just have something with mass storage. And then I want to get a 1 terabyte SSD, and then get a 500 gig M.2. That way I can boot off of the M.2, but then still put some games on it. But then have most of my games on the SSD. Sorry, I got the hiccups, boys. I'm sorry. Fuck. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna do that instead. It'll be a lot of money saved, that's for sure, and a lot of hassle of rebuilding bullshit. But we also have to get a new water cooler too. I forgot, or a liquid cooler. Sorry, not a water cooler. I need to get a new AIO. I'll probably just get the one I had previous, and then yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I don't know. I do want to get a new case at some point and a different motherboard that supports more M.2s. I don't know how many M.2s this one supports. The B450 Tomahawk. I think one. I know it supports at least one, so I don't know.